Hi guys, this video is about biography book recommendation. I actually read so far only 4 biographies. First of all, I want to share about my thoughts about biography book reads. I'm not going to read the whole biography. It's not easy for me to read an entire biography book because it's little bit get bored comparing to reading fiction books. So I rarely choose to read biographies. If you have any intention to read biography, go for your favorite person. That only it will relate with you. Other than reading other person's life is not at all necessary. And the first book I read was Elon Musk. Why I chose to read his book was because personally I like him. Because everybody have a dream, but we are not that capable to make it into the reality. But he did it. He is also very much interested in space also. I also have that same personality, and a lot of people like me really like the space, but we didn't have any opportunity to go or read further or learning further. It's not easy for us in our situation, but he made it into the reality. I can relate my likings with him too. That is also one of the reason I chose to read his book. After reading his book, I felt that failure is also actually failure is not opposite of the success. Failure is the one of the step or first step to go to the success. I learned from reading the entire book, because if we want something, whatever it make, we always want to try to achieve that particular piece. So I really liked it very much because he actually making SpaceX and he is ready to lose all of his fortune. So far he created a lot of years. Very much he is very determined, he is a very hardworking person. He even sleeps 3 to 4 hours per day. So yeah, we can actually learn a lot of things from internet and videos, but reading book is really very emotional, understanding and very personal. So it really make me think a lot, because if we want something, we have to be very determined and we have to be ready to sacrifice our sleep, food, whatever it takes, whatever it costs. It's really very good read, and I'm very happy to choose to read that book. And second book I read was actually second and third. I just get these 2 books as a gift. The second one was Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Yeah, everybody like Abdul Kalam sir, and a lot of people maybe read Wings of Fire in Tamil or in English, and it is very easy read. It's very small pages. He is also a scientist, and he is also an aeronautical engineer, and he also have so much interest in space also. So I can easily relate with him also. So I am very comfortable to read his childhood and his education. It's very comfortable for me to read. So I chose to read his biography. And after reading that book, I just felt so much of positivity. We really need positive mind. I thought more of positive mind will definitely lead to the success. I believe it 100% after reading that book. It's really concentrating around the leadership. I thought it's my personal thought. A lot of skills needed to be a leader. We have to be work together. We really need skill to make work a bunch of people. It's not easy. After completing that book, I mostly felt that I think I get a lot of insights about communication, leadership and the teamwork. 50% of book, it's much about like that, and I'm okay with it, and I'm very happy to read his book too. And the third book I read was obviously My Experiments with Truth, Mahatma Gandhi ji. What I personally relate with him was, I just believe in being true. In Gandhiji perspective, truth is God. A lot of people have their own perspective, like love is God. So I really like that truth is God. In this particular generation, we really didn't true to ourselves itself. But anyway, but I like that concept, and also basically I'm a non-violence person too. So that's also one of the reasons why I chose to read his book too. And I think that it's a human nature experiment with everything. That what it is Gandhiji did his entire life. I can feel it and I can understand it reading the book throughout. He is experimenting with everything, and this book is really very hard to complete because there is so much of pages in that book. It take me a lot of days to complete it, but it's really worth it. I'm very happy to have that experience to uh, journey with him from his childhood to his last days. He is very true to his mother, father, his wife, and to him also. It's really a very rare thing in a human being, and I'm really very happy to experience these things from books. He is not believing everything that comes into his life. He always researching and experimenting his day-to-day life. And so he always have the habit of tracking his expenses. He have his own diet, and he had followed his own rules and principles, whatever it come. He also followed brahmacharyam too. It's really very hard to do a lot of things and following a lot of principles, and he is really very true to his principles too. I also want to have my own principles. I just want to find it in my own way, not somebody else. I just want to find it in my own way, which food is okay for me and which education is okay for me, and the way how I want to live. Everything I want to be research by myself, choose by myself. I really felt it after reading that book. And the fourth book I read was recently I read it. Surely you were joking, Mr. Feynman. The title is really worth it because every time I completed every chapter, I felt that surely you were joking, Mr. Feynman. That is the thought in my mind, and I like it read, and I really like it this book as a fiction book. But unfortunately, I didn't know anything about him. But I knew that one time Novel Ravikant. One time I heard his name in Novel Ravikant podcast, and the other thing I heard was from some educational video that Feynman technique for Feynman technique, and these two things make me want to know about him. So that's why I chose to read. Unfortunately, this is the best read and favorite biography for his writing, not a favorite person like that, but favorite writing because I just finished this book like in 3 or 4 days, and it's really like a fiction book. Whoever want to read, then go and read. If you are just a beginner for a biography, and if you are really interested in physics, science, maths, like that. Okay, so I really like this too. After completed this book, my mind is fully about concentrating on the education system. We are just studying for the we are just studying for the sake of earning the money. We are just concentrating on that. We are actually spending, I think, 15 to 20 years studying, and we are actually sacrificing sleep, food too for that particular time, the academic years. But we were just working, and we were just put our all effort to get the marks and to get a better job, all the things aiming at only one place, that earning the money. Other than that, we are not ready to or learn to anything to find the truth or discover something or just satisfy your inner self. You are not going for that any longer. We are not going for that. It's really very sad for me, and it's also an eye-opening thing for me. I just want to um, study the way Feynman studied in his time. I really like that education system. I also want to read some of his other books too. I don't know when will I get the time or energy to read his other books too. Finally, anyway, these are my biography book recommendations. These are all my personal reads. If you have some different personality, go for that particular favorite person, or you have the same personality match. Go and read his or her book, and it will make a enjoyable read for you. Anyway, thank you. We can meet in another video. Bye.